Finally, Mr. Speaker, we can say that the military buildup on Guam is back on track.
That's according to Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo, expressing her support of the National Defense Authorization Act conference bill for fiscal year 2015, passed by the House of Representatives today.
This bill finally lifts the restrictions on the obligation and expenditure of Government of Japan direct contributions and U.S. military construction funds that directly support the realignment of Marines from Okinawa to Guam.
Bordallo says the FY15 NDAA not only marks a significant milestone in moving the buildup forward, but is also critical to our overall rebalance to the Asia-Pacific region.
The actions we take in this bill fulfill the U.S. Congress's obligation to keep this progress on track. And more importantly, we finally demonstrate to our allies in Japan that we value their leadership and role in moving this realignment forward on their end.
Bordallo says the bill provides for a 1% increase to our service members and restores $818 million in cuts to the readiness operations and maintenance accounts. The bill also authorizes $162 million in military construction projects on Guam and requires the Defense Department to develop a strategy that will outline the department's efforts to support the security aspects of the rebalance strategy. Military Oversight Chair Senator Frank Uggan Jr. says the bill looks very promising.
It's very positive for our island community. It's very positive for the buildup. It would create opportunities, but in the same token, we need to also address some other local issues.
The bill also authorizes the Navy and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to enter into an agreement for the placement of a surface danger zone above the Retidian unit of the Guam National Wildlife Refuge. The matter became a highly contentious issue for families of Retidian, including second-generation descendant Catherine McCullum.
As far as Madeline's position, she's not supporting the Retidian family. Mm-hmm. She's not supporting the return of properties.
As we reported, McCullum and other Retidian families initially felt blindsided by Bordallo's introduction of H.R. 4402 back in April this year. The amended version of H.R. 4402 includes measures to maintain the purposes of the wildlife refuge and requires the Navy to pay for mitigations to offset impacts of placing an SDZ over the wildlife refuge.
So there's a lot of issues that our people are very concerned about, that it's going to affect Guam, and it's already starting. I'm not even going to have to tell you about the noise pollution while I was watching my dad up there in Jigo. It was so bad.
And while the NDAA now heads to the Senate for consideration, McCullum says she and her family will continue to fight for Retidian.
My family has always been straightforward and very vocal, and we will continue to be vocal, mm-hmm. and we will continue to remind our legislators and congresswomen and governor, mm-hmm. that they need to address this very seriously.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.